Boeing got hit by ransomware. Yes, you heard that right. Boeing got hit by ransomware. I'm talking about the big airplane manufacturer, that is Boeing. They got hit by ransomware last month, and it was from Lockbit, a Russianware ransomware gang. They were in negotiations to pay the ransom, and they decided, no, we're not going to pay the ransom. We're going to do something else. They did not pay the ransomware demand. That's what I'm talking about today. My name is Anthony Germanos. I'll be the presenter. This is Cyber Safety Net Stay Safe Online, episode 183, How Boeing Overcame Ransomware Demands. Boeing, a big boy, now they get hit by ransomware just like small companies do. I've said the word ransomware a few times. Let me give you some verbiage on that from dictionary.com. According to dictionary.com, ransomware is malware planted illegally in a computer or mobile device that disables its operation or access to its data until the owner or operator pays to regain control or access. Back in episode 102, I introduced the CIA triad, or the confidentiality, integrity, availability triad. Since I'm talking about ransomware again, I think we are in the confidentiality domain and availability domain again. It's confidentiality because people who should not have access to data, in this case Boeing's data, do. And availability because when you get ransomware, you cannot access your files. Here's a quick timeline I got from Spiceworks. About a month ago, Lockbit, which is a ransomware gang in Russia, got on Boeing servers and exfiltrated or harvested 50 gig of data. Oh boy, it's a lot. There's a quote in this article from Spiceworks. The quote is, while Boeing confirmed it was struck by ransomware, reports indicate the company refused to pay the ransom demand. What did Boeing do, you may say? Boeing, I'd say, is restoring from full system backups, which is what I advocate, and I'll be talking about these in a few minutes. But right now, let's talk about what the FBI says with regard to paying ransoms. And I'm going to read this slide verbatim for those who have audio only. The FBI does not encourage paying a ransom to criminal actors. Paying a ransom may embolden adversaries to target additional organizations, encourage other criminal actors to engage in the distribution of ransomware, and or fund illicit activities. Paying the ransom also does not guarantee that a victim's files will be recovered. Imagine that. You pay a ransom, and the people collect the ransom, then they stop talking to you. It happens about 4 out of 10 times. Let's suppose you get ransomware. Some of my peers believe that it's a when question, not an if question. What do you do when you get ransomware? Okay, let's just follow that chain of thought. What do you do when you get ransomware? Number one, document what you saw. And if this means pulling out your phone and taking some pictures of the screen, do it. Number two, turn off the computer. Just hit the power switch or pull out the cord. Number three, call the IT department. This is what you do. I have 2 items on the slide of what not to do. And one big not is panic. Do not panic. Granted, people do not think clearly in emergencies. If you have an emergency, you have to take a deep breath and think clearly, which is the opposite of panic. And you do not distract IT staff from solving the issue. I've stopped counting how many times I've been on site and some emergency happened, like a server went offline or they lost internet access. And as I was on my way back to the server room, people intercepted me in the hall and said, Mark, I can't get to the server. Mark, no internet. Mark, I can't get to my email. Well, the sooner Mark gets into the server room, the sooner Mark can solve these issues. So do not intercept the computer guy. What I advocate is you create system image backups onto a USB drive like this. This one holds 4 terabytes of data, which here in late 2023 is a respectable capacity. I come in, I make system image backups onto the drive. I go home, I do a test restore to a virtual machine and verify that the backup was successful. I talk about this on my website, cybersafetynet.net. If you're in the Sacramento area, give me a buzz. I'm at 530-677-8864. I can come by and work on your disaster recovery plan. Today's presentation is sponsored by my fourth book, How Hacks Happen. In How Hacks Happen, there are two personas. There's me, Mark, the good guy, who wants to protect you. Because I'm the good guy. And there's Brad Cracker, the bad guy who wants to rip you off. Brad says, hey, man, I'm good at hacking. Hacking is easy. I like it, the easy money. And that is Brad Cracker's view of the world. And if he can get ransomware on the network for somebody big, like Boeing, he would view that as a good day. You know what? I am done. I know your time is valuable. I know there are other places you could have been. But he chose to be here. He chose to listen to me, Mark Anthony Germanos, tell you that if Boeing can get ransomware, and if Boeing can give the ransomware publishers the old middle finger because they're restoring from backups, you can have a similar disaster recovery plan. Thank you for watching, everybody. Have a good day.